Well guys, we got the tall skinnies on. First day of second pass is in. Everything went smooth, so got rain on the way this morning. I've got to top this thing up. It lacks like 100 gallons and we're going to do some spraying. Meanwhile, Brian's out. He's side dressing anhydrous ammonia. So pretty busy day. Let's get to it. Well, first things first, let's get moved into the office. Get my stair steps in for the morning. Oh yeah. First things first. Now, I ran out of water last night, like 100 gallons from filling it, so we're going to top it up real quick. But first, I'm going to enable my pump, get agitation started, fire up my NORAD, my boom height sensors. Do a little spraying, show you guys what rowing the corn, what that's all about. We're just starting second pass, so it's the real short stuff, but very limited on time because of the weather. Wind, rain, you name it. There's reasons you can't spray every day, and we need to be spraying every day. So that is the current dilemma. Well, we'll top this thing up so we can get on the road. Oh, don't want to lean against that. Nice slimy tank. We'll wait on that for at least the first fill up. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. I mean, it was so close to filling, I would have went ahead and sprayed another tank. I did not want to wait on 150 gallons to pump from the garden hose. It's going to fill up fast. Got my little switch here. Oh man, we're ready to play ball. I think my timing's not all first thing in the morning, right? Or at least I hope it's not. They say red in the morning, sailors take warning. It was red when I walked out earlier, so got a feeling we're in for some weather. I've got the pump running slow, but yeah. Okay, get moved in here. We got to fill up. Now we're running 15 gallon rate for second pass just to get a little more coverage. Lets me run like that 13.5 miles an hour too. I'm slowing this thing down just a little bit. It's easier to not smash corn. Got to run in between the corn all day, so it's a little nicer to run a little slow. I can run 15 miles an hour when the wind's laid, so I do have an option there too. Well, we're just going to resume where we left off. Get our monitor set. Full refill. Okay, we're in road mode, we're ready to go. While the corn's short, it's pretty easy to row. Don't have any wind, and the wind that is there is blowing away from the garden area I've got, so I'm trying to go in first. Years I've had to practice on those kind of things on our own garden. Yeah, Grandma had practice on her tomatoes, I admit it. And actually never really had any issue. It's surprising how well you can control drift. But when it's somebody else's, you're that much more careful. Now with the tall skinny tires on it, ups the gear ratio. It'll run faster. So you can get, up to 37 miles an hour out of it. I was here last night and I ran out right over there. Easy to lose track of. You see so many acres so fast. Now we've got our planting done and it appears that everything is up. So, not going to clean the planters up quite yet. I don't want to be that ambitious, but we're close. already done my 60 foot, so I'm gonna go run the perimeter. Now with corn, I'll find my best spot and I'll grab an AB line. I'll make a corn 2025 and I'll save that for fungicide season later. That way I can pull in tall corn and know where I'm at. Done some tiling in this farm. It's lighter soil, so it's got areas that are a little more challenging than others. Like a lot of our soils. Still produces good corn, fairly good bean yields. Now as corn gets taller, I've got to switch chemistries. Right now I'm allowed up to 12 inches of height, so I kind of know by plant date. Riser pipe I usually just lift right there. Now I'm lining my NORAC sensor up in between the rows, and I just kind of have that in my peripheral. At the same time, I'm kind of watching my lights, and I'm seeing that I'm overlapping, making sure that I'm over far enough. Big thing in corn, you don't want to have to turn around, hit your marks every time. If you don't, you smash more. You don't want that. So it's corn. It's really important to be on your A game with your driving, or you can see it. Here we've got a little dip. Now I'm kind of getting off the row. I'm ahead just to kind of go. As long as I don't run right down a row, I'm okay. On an angle or perpendicular is a better way. So anytime I see, I try to line up that way. But if you're just running down one set of rows continuously, that's what you don't want. So as long as you're not doing that, that's the best. Now I have all-wheel steer and I use it some. Right now I'm gun shy because every once in a while it does act up. I don't have it on here today with rain on the way. I don't want it to shut me down. It usually doesn't, but it has a couple of times. It's just one of those things. Less amount of things you can have running sometimes the better, I guess. Maybe I'm being overreacting. Well, I don't want to bore you guys, but we've got to the end of the planting, so that's a good thing. We've got great stands from what I see, and it looks like we're going to have ample moisture. Right here I've got to go on a little angle, and that's not uncommon. So I'm not running directly down a road, just kind of, I don't know, 30-degree angle. And now I'm going to run almost perpendicular to the row, and I'll run up here in the corner. And then with my 60 foot already ran, I can actually get in the corner and not run over. So with the 120 foot boom, you can see I'm at the ditch there, and I'm 60 foot from the ditch on the other side of this boom. Takes a while to get used to that. Okay, so I'm going to set a corn line, new. I'm going to put corn 25, and then this has a south and a north to it, so I'm putting south field. Then when I come back later for fungicide, I can grab that line, know that I'm far away from the edge. A lot of times fungicide, you don't get right on the edge, trees and things, so that helps me out. So we'll set that now. So I'll just run this pass, set my A here. Get to the other end, I'll drop my B. Dip, we tiled this. Still an area there. We'll get to the other end, we'll set our B, and then we'll start running the field. It doesn't take long as soon as you get the perimeter. It's pretty wild how many acres is in a perimeter of a field when you run the big boom around it. Yeah, it's your largest areas around the outer edge, and then you've got your big boom and all that area around the outer edge. You'll look at your acre count, and it's a lot of your acres get done just by driving the perimeter. speed slowed down, running 15-gallon rate, just doing things that make it, well, this is your last pass. You got to make it count. That first pass, if you miss something, you're coming back with this. Not end of the world, or if you have an issue, slight issue. This one's the money pass, though. This one goes till fall, so I got to make sure it's right. That beep means I need to go a little bit to the right, in which when you're on a hill and you're on the Jeep signal, it does kind of act up every once in a while when you're tilting like that. Not much, just slightly. So you can see we're kind of running right there. It's telling us, hey, as soon as you get up to 4 inches either way, it makes a different sound tone. And so I don't have to look at the monitor. I know by that beep I need to go with right or left. Now at 15 gallons to the acre, I'm getting 80 acres per tank. So a little less, we were getting 100 per tank at the 12-gallon rate. But this gives more coverage. You can see the nice spray pattern, getting good coverage. And wow, dang it, wet spot. Judgment calls on the fly. Now here's some taller corn. We're kind of pushing that height restriction in the low areas. It's maybe a little bit tall, but it shouldn't hurt anything. Once you empty this tank, basically run this end row and it's going to be out. We've got some other corn. He's decided that we're going to go for it. It's a little bit on the tall side once again in the low areas for what we're wanting to do for height restrictions, but there's a lot of areas that aren't, so we're going to go ahead and roll the dice. I've got to watch. I'm almost out. As soon as my gauge drops in pressure, I got to hit my button. Kill my pump. Probably got like 10 gallons left. We don't have much. There's Brian. Yeah, the trees are, I gotta watch my routes, plan them accordingly, because some of the trees are a little bit low in areas. Nice day seed spray pattern. Good stand of corn. We're right on the beeper for our height. And we've got rain. It's on the radar. I think I'm going to get 2 tanks after this out, and then I'm going to have to start playing rain. Just watch my wind app, and I didn't see any surprises there. But we get around lunchtime and start to see some chance of precip in the hourly, so we're going to start watching a little closer. Rain's coming soon. We got to be rain fast. Can't be spraying roughly an hour before rain. Going to fuel up service. I blew my boom out, put a little def in. Didn't want to leave anything set in there. This may be an extended few days of rain, not sure. Seeing chances in the forecast non-stop. Now looking the machine over. So I'm 6 foot tall, and I'm standing up just normal. Got that much room. It's a lot of ground clearance under a Hagie. This particular Hagie, well, most of them, they come with 380 105 50s, 50-inch rubber. Rolling up on 50s. Got it full of def, gonna fill it up with fuel. Boom's cleaned out, we're ready for rain. I'm guessing we wouldn't be halfway done with second pass spray on corn, but we'd be coming up on halfway. Had some really good progress so far. All our stands look really good, including our problem areas. May 19th seems to be our day for emergence issues. When you look across our crops, that particular day lines up to being a problem day. Kind of cool we can determine that, but had a couple people that have agreed that they thought the same thing. So we've been watching anything planned on that day, but as soon as it rains, it negates a lot of those problems and appears that everything went ahead and decided to come up, or the majority of it. Going to take a minute. Well, we got it filled up. Well, not full. I usually run, as long as you start the day just under 3/4 of a tank, I can get by. We'll go get this thing. I'm probably going to leave it out in the rain and let it wash it off. Free wash job. Got some lakefront property. Oh man. We had 4.3 inches of rain. And we have beans out there. Or we did have. Waters went down, it was on up. Maybe it'll come off pretty quickly, but so we floated some tiles. I got the pictures. This was all the way over the road and unpassable this morning. That be me, right there. Well then, I knew we had something to do today.
There is a couple. Ivy in the ground right there.
Yeah, it's laying in the poison ivy. Well, let's get to it. That's not the Mississippi River. That is our little creek. Flooded. Side dress is going to be a few days. That is currently on flood delay. They say rain makes grain, but I don't know about this much. Well, we had to keep him inside. He'll go out here, it's a little too deep. These were the center of the rolls that we have, the 4-inch rolls. These are the cores, and we stack them, and then every little bit we load them up. Well, any of them that weren't loaded up are out here now. Not a big deal. At least they didn't float on up. We've had that happen before. I think we learned from that. No, these were actually higher than normal, so this is not a normal situation. got a lone soldier over here. This was deep last night. We didn't want to be here last night. Is my gray hair showing? Yes.